So some of you may be wondering, why is the van on jack stands? And that's not the right question. Some of you may also be wondering, why am I in a gas station parking lot? That's also not the right question. The right question is, did you try and drive the van to get new tires? Maybe I did. And maybe that's what wound us up here. So, I drove it on those old tires and they were all dry rotted, but I had driven around the neighborhood a few times and it did okay. I'd be lying if I said it did good, because the whole time it would shake. Anytime I got above like 25 miles per hour, the steering was like, and I knew that wasn't good, but I had time the other day and I had a dream and I thought I had the plan to get me there, and I got about halfway and I was down this road here and the driver's side right tire blew, and I was like, well, we can salvage this. So we took that tire off, took it to the tire place, got a new tire on, brought it back, put it on, and started driving. And then the driver's side front tire, it didn't blow, but it was doing the same thing that the other one was. And I was like, all right, this is not a good idea. We probably just need to pull it over, because I knew I probably wasn't gonna make it another quarter mile, and I had 2.5, 3 miles to go. So still not far, but I didn't want to tow it. I want to have it running on under its own power. So what I did is, you see, I've got it up on jack stands, and then here we have 3 new tires for it. And those are going to replace the ones that are missing. And then we've got the spare on right here that we've previously replaced. And then that one was the one we replaced earlier, and it's got the brand new tire on it. So that is what we have to do now, and then we're going to drive it home. You see, I've got no support vehicle with me. My friend Brandy dropped me off, and we're gonna try and make it home. But one of the things I wanted to go over real quick though is just changing that front tire. The steering stopped pulling to the right. It was tracking straight now. It still had a little bit of wobble in it, but I think if you had seen the tire, the driver's side front tire, when I took it off, like, it was literally separating. It probably had maybe a quarter mile left in it. It was in bad shape. So I think this is the right call. And we're gonna see what we can do. So, thanks. All right, let's see if we can't get this set up where y'all can see. But I've got the tires mounted, and we're gonna see if we can't go for a ride, and I take y'all with me so y'all can see just how well it does. So, here goes nothing. Had about 92 billion gloves in the way, but here we go. Takeoff. Contact. We are legal. Didn't leave anything behind. Man, the wheels are tacking straight. Just driving smooth. We're gonna go get on the main road. Might even have to put my seatbelt on if I can find it. Good old lap belt. People already behind me getting a little pissed off. I'm not running the speed limit because I was getting my seatbelt on for safety, because that's important. Here we go, 3rd gear. There's 40. Gotta let the window down, get some AC in here. Alright, here we go. We're braking. braking. Let's see, are we clear? There we go. Let's see what it's got. That's 35. That's high gear. Let's see if we can keep up. We're probably gonna have to pass this scooter we're coming up on. Can't believe I'm saying that. Here we go. Coming up on a stoplight. Trying to take it nice and easy. It's driving just fine. I mean, I think the bleeder valve's still open a little bit on that driver's side rear tire. So I'm gonna see if I can't close that off. We're gonna stop at the house and we're gonna bleed it, and then we're gonna take it out again and see how it does. But man, it's driving great. These tires are just, oh man. What a world of difference. The steering wheel's not shaky at all. I mean, it steers like a dream. With all the tires properly inflated, the body roll's not near as bad. I feel like I'm in a modern car. Okay, that's a slight exaggeration. I feel like I'm in a cool car. That's more like it. It's wild being on this thing in traffic though. It's more interesting. That's for sure. Here we go. Got a brake. No problem. You know, sometimes it sucks owning new vehicles that you have payments on, because you end up not wanting to drive it because it's too nice. You're worried about messing it up. But you get something like this that's already been loved and used, and that's probably honestly beyond its life expectancy, and you get it back on the road, not doing a full restoration or anything, because then it becomes the same thing. You don't want to drive it because it's too nice. But if you get it where it's operational, and if it gets a little scratch or a little ding here and there, like it doesn't bother you, it's just a joy to drive and to own. I mean, this thing, you can't go to a lot and buy a vehicle like this anymore. You go tell a dealer you want something with 3 on the tree and they'll just look at you like you're dumb. And they might not have even heard what it is, because it may be some college age kid and he doesn't even know how to drive a manual. I'm sure there's many car salesmen out there that do, but I'm just saying, it's just a thing of the past. And I'm 29 and I love it. I think it's cool being able to drive a manual. Man, this thing's running so good right now. That was just a slightly orange light. Don't worry, we're in Mexico. You can run red lights in Mexico. So all you kids watching this, don't run red lights. Ever. Even if you're in a vehicle that brakes are questionable. Always stop. Always. Yeah, that bleeder valve's definitely open, because I'll push on it and then it'll all of a sudden start going down faster than it should. So, man, but I tell you what, taking that corner with the old tires on, I felt like the thing was about to roll over, but this time it felt like a regular car. I mean, it's just driving so good with these tires. Y'all can't see me, but I've got kind of the forward lean going on to lean over the steering wheel. Oh, there's that interesting guy that was in my video the other day. Y'all didn't see him, but I talked about him. He just walks interestingly. But yeah, I've got a forward lean going on, just hunched over the steering wheel, because the seat doesn't sit up close enough for me. I mean, this is basically a cab over type deal. But I feel like if I sit back in the seat, then I'm like too far away. I mean, maybe if I was just cruising down the road, but because I'm making all these turns and whatnot, I just don't like that. So I'm sitting over the front. It also makes it a little easier to turn. So, something else I mentioned in my video the other day, I thought I was turning wide everywhere, but the fact is that it feels wide because the tires are right underneath me. So like, it might look like I'm wide, but the tire's still on the road out on the far side just because it's right under me. So I think I was actually driving fine. There were a few times where I was a little wide, but I think it was a combination of the old tires just making it a pain in the butt to turn the wheel, and that I just wasn't used to it. But I've gotten a little more used to it now, and I'm pretty up on it. Something I got to get used to is this: the turn signal. The turn signals work, but they don't click back off. So I execute a turn, and if I don't forget, the turn signal stays on. So, all right, let's see. Can we stop? Full stop. I had to press hard, but that makes sense because I mean it's manual brakes. What do you expect? All right, y'all ready? Here's the beams. Like you stole it. See, you also wouldn't do that in any newer vehicle, especially if it was your daily. But here we go. Oh man. There we go. It's not always easy going over them roots and whatnot, but we made it. Brakes on. All right. Now time to do some bleeding so we can drive better next time. Thanks for watching.